Let's get started. Let's dive in, shall we? So for those who, there's a cat on the computer. This isn't a surprise. I know who this cat is, right? Coming to say hi. So anytime I'm streaming and I mention the cat, Shalquar is her name, Sweet Shalquar. Some of you maybe get the Dark Souls reference. Anytime I mention she's hanging around, if my stream ever goes offline, just assume that she manually turned my computer off. Most likely intentionally. Yeah? Do you want to say hi? No, she's a very quiet cat. Unless she is hungry. But anyway, so for those who may not know what Vampire Survivors is, you might be one of the 3 people that didn't didn't quite catch on to the hype when it first came out. It was kind of everywhere. Everybody was playing it. I actually also played it. I played it on mobile mostly because of, I've talked about it before. My year and a half of being in and out of the hospital for months at a time. It was the perfect game for that kind of having to live that way, where you just had this quick, easy thing that I could just pop up, get some game time in between like operations or while waiting for a procedure. Um, and it finally came out on Switch, and I always thought like that's the perfect format for any roguelike, which is basically what this segment is. This is the roguelike, although it could be roguelite since most of them are roguelites. There are very few actual roguelikes anymore, as far as things where you get. So I guess I can just quickly detail the difference, more or less. So you got roguelike, essentially those things that are like rogue. Let me switch that over. So the difference between roguelike and roguelite. Um, Roguelike is like the game Rogue. Rogue was an old, I think, DOS. It was basically, it looked like it was just using ASCII art. An old PC game. Dungeon crawler. You go down, you try to get as far as you can, get as much money as you can, get as much experience as you can, and you die, it's over, you restart, you keep nothing. Every run is 100% fresh. So that is a rogue-like. When something is like rogue and therefore you never get any permanent bonuses, every run is a completely clean run with nothing carrying over. Roguelite, on the other hand, is a game that is in that same, more or less that same genre, but you have the ability to get upgrades that will carry over to next two runs, either power-ups or additional things that you can use. For example, like if you think something like Binding of Isaac, that is a roguelite. In a sense, you could say roguelike because every run is fresh. I would argue it is kind of roguelite because, I mean, you are getting characters that can start better or worse. Although for the most part, they're always the benefits outweigh, and the negatives are kind of in balance. There's other than Azazel, who's just utterly busted. Although he can't, the whole Black Hearts thing, but whatever. But you are also unlocking new things that will appear during the runs, new items, new possibilities, and therefore stronger synergies. So that's roguelite. So really, I mean, most of the things here are roguelike because there's not really a whole lot of big popular roguelike games that are completely just devastatingly, unforgiving. Fear and Hunger, I would almost argue, simply because there's not really a whole lot you unlock ever. You start everything fresh. But that also has a lot more story to it. But anyway, so I'm calling it roguelike just because a lot of people just refer it's the catch-all term to a lot of people, just roguelike. But this is definitely a roguelite, and I will be starting a fresh playthrough of this because you do get permanent power-ups. Not only better characters, but also you will, as we see, you can power up and get revives. Curse is actually a bad thing, but it makes things runs harder. Um, so yes, it is more roguelite, but this whole segment is basically going to be all of the roguelike and roguelite games that I have collected over time on the Switch, specifically during that period. But I still, even though my Switch is 99.9% docked, just having the ability to play roguelike games on the go is just it's a nice like feeling knowing because you're at a doctor's office, you're at a dentist's office, you're waiting for a car thing. Get a half hour to spare, get 20 minutes to spare. You can do a run of most roguelites. Let's start the game. So we have only one character. My first goal is going to be to get Gennaro because he has +1 projectile just off the bat, meaning he's very easy to make strong very quickly. But we got to start with Antonio. As you can see, there's a lot of places to unlock. I don't know how much time I have on the mobile version, but it's a lot. Let's do it. So this game, basically, people probably know, it basically plays itself. Your character will automatically attack, you just move around. So you avoid enemies, you collect experience when you kill them. I took the dumb hit there. So these little blue gems are the experience. And then when you level up, you get to choose what your next thing's gonna be. What do we want? I think I'm probably just gonna go whip at first, just get my two-sided whip going. So while I'm leveling up, can I just talk about how dumb daylight savings time is? I mean, for the most part, it's so out of mind at this point in technology, just because most things will just automatically adjust, and everything usually does. I mean, other than my stove and my microwave. Let's go. Let's go knife. So my goal, basically, at first, I just want to get enough money to get Gennaro, because then we're gonna, or Gennaro, I don't know. Eventually, my ultimate goal is to get the werewolf character, because that's when runs can get really weird. Because the stats of the werewolf change every minute. So you could have a time when all of your weapons and shots are extremely powerful but slow and huge, or very tiny but you're going off like a machine gun. It makes things wacky. So the bat with the blue thing around it, that's basically an elite. It may drop a chest, which is what we want. Oh, that was a voice crack. Yeah, so we're just gonna go basic bitch build right now. Oh, chest. And this could have any number of things in it. Sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 5, which is the big one. That's the dopamine hit. Because who doesn't like number go up? So daylight saving time's really dumb for many reasons. Keep the knife going. Shoot, what the heck does knife upgrade with? Ah, crap, I can't remember. Bracer? Basically, if you max out a weapon and have at least one level of specific, like armor and accessories, you can evolve the weapon and get into like a big, huge, like super form, which is basically how you survive the runs. The runs last a half hour. Spinach! I don't think it's spinach. It might be though. it's either the bracers. I'm just gonna go with it. I think that might be it. It's either that or the what? It'll come back to me. I mean, I could always pick up my phone right now, turn the game on, and check all my evolutions. So Daylight Savings Time's dumb, even though it's so, like, mindless right now. Like, everything just changes on its own. But it still screws up your own, like, rhythm. And it's kind of pointless. I don't like... It's not like Nevada or Arizona that... I think it's Nevada is the one that, like, just doesn't do daylight savings, and, like, they're smarter for it. Because it's, like, one of those outdated things that, like, you don't need it anymore, really. I'm gonna keep the knife going. I mean, I think it was, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong here, chat, wasn't it basically like a farming thing? It was just because the farmers would be getting more daylight to work the farm. In an era when, if you were alive, you were probably a farmer. Or like a beggar in the streets of London. Axe is really good, but yeah, you know, let's just keep going Axe. Like, at this point, we have farming, but we also have things like light bulbs. You know, we don't have to burn candles and lanterns anymore. Like, nighttime is not that big a deal anymore. And you could say there is a convenience factor. It's nicer to have more daylight during the winter months and everything, but at the same time, we have lights. We have lights, refrigeration, like all those things that are like, well, this is very important, that you gotta have your household farm, gotta work that. It's like, no, I can just go to a 24-hour Taco Bell. Why did my mind go to Taco Bell? I haven't had Taco Bell in friggin' years. Because why would I? Well, yeah, I guess we'll start Magic Wand. But, you know, it's one of those things that is, we keep it because that's all we know. And I'm sure there's certain people who would try to make some kind of argument that daylight savings time is still important, but it's not. It's really not. It's an inconvenience that really doesn't have any useful purpose anymore. Like, why the hell are we still doing this? There's my Mickey Rooney rant. I don't know why I even like made that reference. No one's gonna get it. Yeah, I got the spicy curry. What the heck does whip upgrade with? Crap. Oh, whip upgrades with the heart. That's right. Okay. If I can find one of those, I don't know if I've unlocked it yet. You start with very few things unlocked, obviously. Oh, spicy curry would have been. This mantis, I think, is also considered an elite, so I can try to kill him. And yeah, sometimes these plants will try to block you off. Fuck you, nature. As per Jared would say, hey, we got a 3. Something big, something big, something big, something big, something big. And all this cash I'm making is going to go toward permanent upgrades and unlocking characters. So we get X, but well, one of each. Alright. I have very few accessories. I should really probably think about maybe getting armor or... I mean, this is the first run. I'm probably not going to make it the full 30 minutes. Because you get 30 minutes, death shows up and kills you. And then eventually you can get to a point where there's a specific way you can sort of build yourself that you can actually beat death, and that unlocks something. Oh, there we go. So that's a little vacuum. Yeah, sure. So I believe, if I remember correctly, the way it works is you need to max out a weapon and just have the accessory that goes with it. You don't have to max out the accessory, I don't think. Although accessories max out, I think, at a lower level anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, Mickey Rooney, 60 Minutes, he used to do his little, like, rants, where he would just, like, mutter about nonsense. Basically, it was the equivalent of Old Man Yells at Cloud in a televised format. Daylight savings time is not really useful anymore. I mean, it was made for farmers. Do I look like a farmer? Like, the shit he was talking about was, like, not important to anyone. Like, literally, it was Old Man Yells at Cloud because, like, it was there so that the old audience could be like, he's right, I don't like young people either. And that was real journalism for them. Mickey Rooney's dead, right? I'm fairly sure. I mean, he was old when I was young. But then again, you get surprised sometimes. Sometimes you will look up a celebrity and you're like, they have to be dead, right? Like, they were always ancient in my mind. But then you're like, wait, they're only like 70? Yeah, this is when things are going to start getting... I believe at the 10-minute mark is another one of the... You know, I'm just going to take the armor. I can't remember what armor upgrades. It's not the axe. Ah, shoot. Right now, as soon as I get Gennaro, then I'm going to be able to start doing some long runs, just because the built-in +1 projectile to everything is kinda busted. Could use another vacuum orb. Could definitely use I was trying to think of like a quick... I'm not gonna... Yeah, might as well. Get some holy water in here. I was like, quick funny way I can describe the vacuum orb. I'm an idiot, my mind immediately went to ball suck. It's not at all what I was trying to say, but... Yeah, this is gonna... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's just... This will give me some time to actually grab some orbs while this is paused. I feel like the inane banter part of my promise in my channel description, gaming and inane banter, this is the kind of game where that's going to happen a lot. Because it is a lot of... Like, this is just going to turn into a podcast every time I play this. This isn't like Enter the Gungeon or Isaac, where like 1,000,000% of my concentration has to be given to the game. I'm literally just running around. And I do love Vampire Survivor and Vampire Survivor-like games, so I'll probably be playing these occasionally on the channel. I have like so few actual things I can mix with it. I can't remember what the heck spinach. It's not... I don't think it's the knife. I want to say... As soon as I start unlocking the accessories, that'll jog my memory for sure. I do know the heart vessel is for whip. Yeah, things are... Spinach is probably not a bad idea, and that's because I'm going to need to actually start doing some damage, because these things are going to start taking a lot of hits to take down. So I'm going to need... something. Oh, Jesus Christ. The problem with the bats, big bat swarms, is they can push enemies. So you'll just have like a wall of enemies being pushed by bats. And this entire map is just like continuous. It's never ending. It'll just keep looping around on itself, basically. I'm gonna get out of here. Can I get out of plants? Screw it. I do want that elite though, because I want that chest. Amazing chest ahead. Ooh, big mantis too. That could be 2 chests. Just a 1. That's alright. We're making a decent amount of money for our first run. Like, that's kind of nuts. But then again, your first time playing, you have no idea what you're doing. You're like picking things randomly without even knowing what they do. Yeah, let's... Because I think Mantis is possibly going to give me another chest anyway, so... At the 10-minute mark... Is it 10 minute or 15 where like the skeleton wall comes at you? And it's your first main... Like, surviving that is kind of your first goal. Get good enough to survive that, and then you can figure out what to do with everything else. Oh, here it is! So it is the 10-minute mark. What was it, Vinny? Well, you'll see why other people have called this game a garlic-like. As soon as I unlock the garlic, you'll see why. Give me it! Oh! The 5! On the first run, we get a 5-star chest. 5-thing chest. Look at that. Look at that! That's dopamine. Look at all the shiny colors. The coins. Axe is good. Like, actually, what am I at with Axe? Wait, level 4 with wand. I don't care about the spinach. Show me the X. Yeah, fine. Level 5. That's also pretty good. Oh wait, really? I thought I got way more X than that. Well, that's fine. I may actually survive the skeleton swarm. Thing is, I need health, which means I'm gonna have to start looking for candle chicken. Actually, the Bible's also extremely useful. Nope, werewolf. That's gonna be a... Oh, nope, this is not an elite. Yeah, basically, the longer you go, the more enemy types you start seeing. I want to at least try to get 15 minutes. Don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, this is getting bad, this is getting bad, this is getting dicey. Oh no. Shit. Aha! Just kind of crushing it right now. Could use some health, but other than that, not a bad first run. I gotta find fucking candles that have chicken. Chicken? No. This is Mickey Rooney. Why are ghosts always pushing werewolves around in my yard? Don't they understand that this is my property? They should have respect for their elders. I don't know. You know what? Spinach is probably not a bad idea right now. Yep. This is going okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Ah, shit. Well, you know. I was kind of okay with that run ending. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got the fire wand. We got 11 thing. Garlic, garlic. Garlic is good. Vacuum. We've got the clock lancet, which is not grip bracer. Is that the? That might be 65 weapons. Empty tome. Empty tome is for the Bible, I think. I think. Wings. Hollow Heart is for the whip. 10 minutes with any character. Okay. I think maybe spinach is for the fire wand. Let's just see what we can power up, if anything. Well, we should probably first. Yeah, we unlock him. How much money more is my armor max health? We should probably look to see if there's anything we really want to upgrade. Straight up more damage, more health, speed. Oh, actually, what I would really like is... That's 5,000, though. The extra projectile. Because then Gennaro is, like, busted as hell. You know, let's just keep the money we have. Because here's the nice thing. You don't lose your money. Everything gets pooled. So yeah, we're going to go... Gennaro, you're going to see exactly how nuts this can get. No, we're going to stay in the Mad Forest for a little bit. I want to see if I can get... Do one more in the Mad Forest, then we'll see. So with him, you do kind of have a little more agency over your attacks because it's where you're pointing the character that he attacks. All right. We're just gonna max out knife because if I can evolve this, it's gonna get nuts. This is the game. And this may look like, well, this doesn't seem like a game that could really keep your attention. It's shocking how, I don't know, it's like meditative. It's a very chill game. But then it get extremely hectic and you get to see big numbers. We're gonna go, No, I'm gonna go whip. I'm gonna see if I can evolve the whip as well. So we're gonna go try to evolve whip. And definitely dagger. Hold on. I'm totally not looking at something. I'm definitely not looking. I'm trying to remember how to do the weapon evolution for you know, the dagger. It's gonna come to me, I'm sure. I was right the first time. It is bracer. That's yeah. Empty tome is for magic wand. What is the book? Book is spellbinder. Okay, I don't think they even have spellbinder yet. I mean, I remembered it totally, but yeah. So I was actually right. I shouldn't have questioned myself. It's bracer for dagger. So we need a bracer and we need a hollow heart, and then we've got whip and dagger ready to go. And there's a cat joining us. Actually, this is the kind of game she'd probably like watching, just because there's stuff moving around on screen. She's dangerously close to that power button. This is... I mean, I'm not someone who... You wouldn't want me on facecam. Just because I'm not the kind of person who's going to give you a really good reaction to things visually. I don't react like... I don't pog. Ooh, that's a red jewel. That's actually a lot of experience. I don't even think I have Spellbinder unlocked, so I don't think I can do anything with King James Bible is the problem. It's still useful. And I think it's probably the wing with the bird. The blade. Yeah, no, I don't pog, I don't do all the weird facial expressions. So it would not be very interesting to watch because I'd just be kind of staring at the screen. Even if I'm like excited about something or I'm like, oh, this is amazing, and laughing, I probably wouldn't have that much of a interesting expression. So, you know, I'll spare you that. But maybe a camera just on the computer tower. Because probably more entertaining than me is going to be seeing the cat on there and just like taking bets on whether or not she's going to hit the power button. And then an additional bet to try to guess if it's intentional. Although she does enjoy watching YouTube, I will admit. My cat likes YouTube. There's tons of videos of like just like mice running around. And she will sometimes get on top of the computer tower and just like stare at the my second monitor is actually a TV. So she'll stare at the TV because she knows that's where the the mice videos are. And she'll just like stare at it until I actually decide to turn on one of those videos, and then she will like get right up to the TV and start like bapping it where the mice are. It's adorable. More experience. No, let's keep the whip going. If I can get whip, if I can get the blade tier and the million daggers or 1,000 daggers, can't remember what it's called. It's basically the weapon crush with daggers, but the bloody tier actually absorbs HP. So if you get that, if I can get garlic to drop, laurel, nah. Oh yeah, we'll go on. There we go. A little floor chicken. Never underestimate how useful it is to hit candles wherever you go. Because you could hit a candle and there could be a friggin' whole chicken just cooked, fully prepared. Why is it whenever I go to the store, I can't just hit a candle to get a chicken? I have to pay my hard-earned money. I'm gonna keep going with knife. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those experience. Yeah. Axe, I think, is the candelabra, which I don't think I've unlocked. Attract orb is holy water. Yeah, we can get some holy water. Granted, I have to max out one. I need to max out a weapon and then have at least one level of its the accessory that goes with it. I will say this is actually somewhat easier than playing. Yeah, I'll go to the Bible. Than playing on a mobile phone where you have to like move your finger around to like get the guy to move. I can get a little more precision going through trying to thread the needle between enemies when I'm using a controller, obviously. This game kind of like it does hit the right itch of there we go, Hollow Heart. Now I just gotta level the crap out of Whip, and then I need Bracer. Did I unlock Bracer? I did unlock Bracer, right? I can check after this. But like the enemy sprites are very Castlevania-ish. The music is actually really good. Like this music is pretty friggin' great. Yeah, let's Whip. I have its accessory, so we can push that a little bit. Woo! The music is really good, has the right Castlevania aesthetic. Clearly that's not just me interpolating. It's like, no, this game was clearly inspired by Castlevania. Which is great, because Castlevania is one of my favorite game series of all time. That was a lot of damage I just took. That was a lot of damage I just took. Come on, give me a chest. Thank you. Is that my first chest of this entire run? Jesus. Whip. Nice. What am I at now? 5 or 4? 4. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start hunting for food. There we go. I need more than that. I'm not entirely sure what hit me, but I took a lot of damage, a lot of fast. Boom, boom, boom. Let's, Spinach is just kind of useful. Just because I want the raw damage. Fucking raw! One of the things we often watch in my, the Discord, my FC in Final Fantasy XIV. One of the easiest things, like, I just want to watch something on stream and just hang out. Someone, usually either the FC leader, or there's been other people who've streamed before, just anything Gordon Ramsay, it's just always entertaining. Hotel Hell or Kitchen Nightmares. You get to see some people who are, I mean, you want to talk about delusional. Also, some people who are real jackasses. Just like not taking any of the advice. Like, you asked him to come here to save your company, and now you're saying no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You know best. It's like, well, then what was the point, other than free advertising for your shitty restaurant? Okay, Bloody Tear may be on its way. So the way you do it basically is, after you get the prerequisite level on your weapon, and once you get that, and then you have the once you get all the stuff, you then have to open a chest from you know, an elite or like boss monster kind of thing, and then you have a chance of that being what you get. Although usually, if you have a weapon that is ready to evolve, it's pretty much guaranteed you'll get it when you open a chest. Let's start pumping up knife. Yeah, I don't think I've unlocked Bracer. I feel like I would have seen it by now. So that's fine. I'll have to see what the unlock prerequisite is. Oh, Lisa, zombies are just make-believe. Like elves, witches, and Eskimos. Alright, what do we got? Whip. Oh, we're getting close, we're getting close. Yeah, I'm gonna try to push this, because if I can get Bloody Tear, it's this run might just be like set in stone at that point. Is like, I'm gonna survive the whole time. The HP lifesteal on that is kind of insane, and with an extra projectile as well. I could technically also get Holy Water upgraded because I do have the Attract Orb. You know, ball suck. Gotta be a little careful, that was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Come on, come on, come on. Get some. Yeah, I've got to be. He's well protected right now. Yeah, these things. No, screw you, bats. Remember I was talking about how I can like thread the needle way easier on a controller? I mean, I can, but I can't get greedy. Don't get greedy. I'm gonna hang out over here. See if I can take pot shots at these guys. Oh, Mantis. Also, damn it, flowers. No, 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 not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Ooh, sneak in, sneak in. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. Took a hit. That's okay. Notice the voice cracks today. I actually slept well. Why is my voice cracking? Oh! Boss bat. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus! Jesus! Alright, okay, skeleton wall's coming, so we gotta be careful. Food, 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 thank you. There it is. Hi guys. How you guys doing? Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. That's a lot of skeletons! Damn it. Did I unlock anything? Lightning ring, that's actually pretty useful. Rosary, nice cross. Survive 5 minutes, okay. So did I not unlock the bracelet? Collection. Yeah, I don't think I unlocked the bracelet. Alright, how doth one unlock bracer? How doth one unlock bracer? King Bible to level 4. Oh, I didn't have it at level 4. Eh. Now we could probably power something up, although I could also hold out for that. I'm gonna hold out for that. So he's got Rune Tracer, which I probably will want to unlock at some point. Rune Tracer can actually be pretty nasty. Especially when it's evolved. And I'll definitely want to get her, because basically if you get to certain levels with certain characters, you will, let's see if I can hit the 20-minute mark in this level before I move on. You'll unlock stuff. It's a lot of this early on is just get stuff unlocked so that future runs are going to be much easier and more in control. There we go. Let's see that. I am going to pump up King James Bible so I can get Bracer. Bracer! Mr. Papadopoulos is going to kill me! I've also had a little bit of like a, not chest cold, I guess it is kind of a little chest cold. It's not bad, it's just like, get that dryness in the back of your throat a little bit. It's not helping with the voice cracks. Why did I use that? I should have saved that. I think either way, after this run, I'm gonna move on to the next level. Yeah, keep pumping whip. There we go. Alright, let's see. Something good, something good. Well, it's only going to be something. The chests will only give you something you already have. So you're not going to be like, I'd really like to upgrade this one weapon I have, and then it just gives you something random you don't even want. It's always going to be an upgrade to something you already have. Bible. No, because that's holy water. Bible is Spellbinder. Yeah, let's just keep going with what? Holy Bible, got it. So we just gotta pump this up to level 4, and then we get the Bracer, and then I might do just a quick run of what's his face? The Rune Tracer person. Just so I can get Rune Tracer up to a certain level, because that will unlock, I want to say, Spellbinder. It'll unlock, I think it's another evolution piece or something. I think it might be the Bible one. But it has been a hot minute since I've really played this seriously. Just as that was like, just as me saying playing Vampire Survivors seriously. Garlic! Cross is really good, but... Nah, you know what? You're gonna see why we call this Garlic-like. It's literally just a damage field. You can just walk through shit. Now granted, these bats are super easy to kill. Later on, when things start getting stronger, Bracer. Wait, so I did unlock Bracer. It wasn't shown in my collection. Nah, it's fine. Unless I just completely blinded it. So what other news? I was just saying, playing this game, like, seriously. Yeah, I'm kind of a pro gamer when it comes to Vampire Survivors. I can move around at random while the game plays itself with the best of them. I'm gonna be playing it at EVO next year. Oh my god, like a Vampire Survivors fighting game. Just like a big ass map, and you're just trying to like level up and get your characters to be like most busted possible. With enough lifesteal, by the way, you can actually like complete a run by standing completely still, and like everything just dies getting near you, and you're just healing constantly. Ooh, 3. Okay. The other news, as you can see on the screen, obviously the charity stream's still going on. I mean, it's never going to end, really. Nice Thermal Garlics, so it's going to get bigger and do more damage. Yeah, I got a Bracer, so let's pump this up. So I need a Hollow Heart, and I need the Pulma whatever part for Garlic. That one I remember, because that's just you basically make a giant wall of lifesteal. Let's keep going. Yeah, so the charity stream that from yesterday, but as you can see, we have our 500 from the 1,000 mark. And that was just like an arbitrary goal I set. I was, you know, if we make less, if we make more, fine. I was just like, I felt like putting something there. Fire Wand I could do with spinach. Yeah, why not? But yeah, so it was super successful, had a lot of fun. Made me think a little bit about how my streaming schedule is going to be. Streaming schedule is basically going to be Monday through Friday, guaranteed, from about 12:30 to 4:30 to 5-ish in the afternoon. Just because I do have stuff sometimes at night with my FC. Keep going with Flip. Like RP stuff and raid nights and things. And also, I would be competing with all of the primetime top-tier streamers, many of which I watch. So, I was like, well, I'll do it at like a time that's not really primetime, and also, like people working like a night shift and shit, there's not a whole lot that's going to be like necessarily live when they're like active during the day before work or after work. So it's like, yeah, this is like a niche time. And there might be some people who want to watch. But, so the schedule, Hollow Heart, Hollow Heart. Spinach is going to be for Garlic, but we'll see. I might as well just sit here and let the plants kill themselves. Unalive themselves, as is said to. Can I say that's kind of like, and I know why people do it. They do it to avoid demonetization, which is 100% understandable. If YouTube says you can't swear and you're trying to make a living off of YouTube, yeah, you do what you got to do to make a living. I just think the rule is dumb that you can't swear, even if you're you know, it's your video is shown to be not for kids. You know, if you say this is not for, you know, all ages, you get we work a little blue. But it's like that you can't even like use certain words that aren't even like curses or anything like that. It's just for fear of like for example, people have to say unalive someone. You can't say kill someone. Unalive themselves. You can't say kill themselves. And part of me is like, they're doing it because it's to avoid demonetization, which is a very real threat, especially the worse YouTube gets, and especially the more YouTube is just letting people randomly flag videos with like copyright claims and shit for stuff they don't even own, because they did a cover of a song and decided they own the song now, and the YouTube bots aren't gonna like check to make sure you actually own it. But I don't understand the rule or the idea behind it. It's like, well, we don't want to offend anyone by saying like kill some, you know, that someone killed themselves. But saying unalive isn't not saying that they killed themselves. You're not like someone who would be triggered by that, someone who had a negative experience, some kind of traumatic experience with that. It's not like they're going to hear unalive and say, well, at least he didn't say the suicide word. It's like they still know what you're talking about. They still understand. Like, you're not hiding it. You're still describing the act, which is the part, you know, which is the bad thing. It's like when George Carlin talked about what he called the pussification of language. And he said, you know, people aren't shell-shocked anymore. He said shell-shock is such a strong word. You know what it's saying. It almost sounds like the shells themselves going off. Shell-shock. But now it's post-traumatic stress. And like it loses the emotion. It loses the feeling of what that describes and how horrible it is. So like this is one of those things like I don't understand. Just say, if you need to say someone in a game or a movie, or saying unalive isn't hiding what you're talking about. Maybe to sponsors, but not to like rational people. If someone is troubled by that idea, they're gonna be troubled by the idea regardless of what you call it, because the idea is itself. You can't. The only option is just to not say anything about it, which is a valid thing. Like, maybe just don't talk about that stuff. It's I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's a language. Words, man. We made them up. But it's just one of those things that always kind of struck me. Just if I was someone that, you know, went through something horrible, hearing you just use a slightly nicer way to describe it isn't going to make me feel any different about it. It's not going to traumatize me less. The ugly truth of it is still the ugly truth of it. But it's to please the algorithm. We must do what we must do. And really, I just think the solution to that problem is pretty much what I said. Maybe just don't talk about that kind of, like, troubling, problematic, like, stuff. Don't sugarcoat it if you're going to talk about it. Just don't talk about it. Like, if you want to not trouble, like, a sensitive audience, don't bring that topic up at all. Because if you're talking about it, it's, like, no matter what words you use, it's not going to be a good time for them. Like, you're not protecting them, you're protecting your sponsors. That's my hot take of the day. The hot take of just don't talk about problematic shit if you're worried about that. Wait, did I already have a tractor? I could use either one of these. Of the two, I actually kind of think spinach is more... Well... Yeah, I'll go spinach for now. Keep this knife train rolling. That sounds weird. And obviously I do apologize if someone is troubled by those kinds of content, because I just mentioned it. Because personally, I'm just the kind of person who would rather just not even talk about stuff like that unless I have to. It's like, you know, you come here, you want to see some idiot play video games badly. You don't want to hear about depressing shit. And I always want this to be a safe space for like anyone, no matter what you're going through, no matter what lifestyle you lead. There's always going to be a safe space, just because we're always trying to have fun with some dumb video games. We want an escape. Ah, shit, skeleton wall. Speaking of escape. Shit, there's a chest over there! Ah, I want that! Oh, this is getting dicey. I mean, I have the garlic. I could probably try to sneak my way over there. That's for the... I don't have the wand. So, empty tome, I mean... It's still useful, but... you know what, we might as well. Alright. Oh, the cat's back. Alright. Place bets. Does the computer get turned off? What? Silly goose. You silly goose. Yeah, I know. Yes, you're very sweet. It's also 2:30 in the afternoon. You got like 3 hours till dinner. So speaking of cat shit, not like cat poop, I meant like stuff involving cats. Many of you with cats may understand this feeling. You get something for the cat, and they're more interested in the box it comes in. So, it's become a thing with Miss Shalquar here. If I go shopping at the market, the paper bag, she must have the paper bag that I put the groceries in. What you do is you flatten it out, you put it on the ground, and she will literally walk into a room if these are on the floor. She won't sit anywhere else in the room. She will sit on the paper bag. I don't know why. I guess it's comfortable. But then the other thing is, she will then like get up after a little bit and move to one of the other paper bags in the room. Like she's like ping-pongs between them and sits for a little bit. She also does have like those like baby playmat things that are like, I don't know really about the size, like a placemat, and it's got like, it kind of crinkles when you walk on it. She loves those. So we had a couple of those with like some little toys that are like bound to it with like a string for her to play with. We turned our house into Cat Disney World, basically. She was a bit of a rescue. She, as far as I know, the story goes that there was someone in the neighborhood whose son had cats, and he went to live with her, and then he left and left the cats, and this old lady just decided she didn't want one of the cats. Like, she wasn't going to keep them all, so Shalquar got the short end of the stick and was just kicked out. So basically just abandoned, and like, we didn't know. We were actually, oh, okay. So we are good to go. I believe we're good to go now on, yep, dagger's done. So if the next chest I get, I should get the 1,000 daggers. We thought she was just someone's cat, because our neighbors had a cat. Gray kitty cat. That was his name. He owned the neighborhood. But he'd be let out occasionally to just kind of hang out. So that's what we assumed, because she was so friendly. We were like, well, she's clearly owned by someone. There's no collar, but she's clearly domesticated. She would meet us if we were walking to, like, get, like, Subway or something down the block. She was just there, and she would meet us there and follow us down the street. She would stop at the corner, and then she would sit there and wait for us to come back. And then after a while, she would come up to the door when we went in, and we'd be like, do you want to come in? And sure enough, she was like, yeah, let me in. And my, one of my brothers had rats, who had passed by this point. But when they were getting older, the vet had suggested cat food because it's very high in protein content. And as they get older, they need more protein. So we actually had cat food. So we're like, yeah, you want some food? And she would scarf this stuff down, like purring the entire time. And that was what kind of struck us aside, because generally the cats are not like dogs. Dogs will eat themselves literally to death if you let them. Cats generally will eat when they're hungry. Turns out later she just really loves food. But that kind of always struck us as odd, but like we didn't know. And then we found out later about the whole abandonment thing. God damn it! That's okay. I'm gonna unlock the rune tracer thingy. So let's do that. Let's get this to a certain level so I can get that. Do one more just so I can level up rune tracer, then we'll do inlane library with Gerardo, whatever his name is, Geraldo. Yeah, this weapon is not a favorite of mine. Unless, not as a primary weapon, not as your first. Because, I mean, it's slow as shit. But if you already have other weapons and you just want something else, this works pretty nicely. And it turns out, like, people, like, noticed that... And her name was Roxy originally, I guess. She doesn't answer to Roxy, she never did. She'll answer to Shalquar, because that's what she knows, you know, we named her. But she would be outside this bitch's door in the rain, like in a thunderstorm, meowing to try to be let in, and then the lady ignored her. She was a cunt. Actually, no, Magic Wand's better for this combo. And we were told that finally, that like, oh yeah, no, she's abandoned. People in the neighborhood who couldn't necessarily take in a pet, but they would all like kind of band together to help her out. One of our neighbors, if it was going to rain, would keep his garage open so that she'd have a place to chill out of the rain. You know, people would leave food for her. Hell yeah, we're going to win. But when we found out that she was actually abandoned, and she, you know, clearly loved coming over to the house, we basically said, well, this cat just won the pet lottery, because we then turned our entire house into Cat Disney World. She's a little bit spoiled, I'm not gonna lie. Little bit spoiled. This is going to be a long, arduous process. Alright. If I can upgrade, Wand would be awesome, but I'd take, Whip actually is probably better, because now I get double-sided. Double-sided, Actually, I can show off what Peach-one looks like. Peach-one? It's a Void. So basically you can see that little circle kind of like moving around occasionally. It's kind of very light, but it's kind of just rotates around me, and that's basically a target area. It will start firing wherever that circle is, and there's the Void. Hi, Void. He's a good boy. Yeah, we need to get Rune Tracer up to... I think it's usually 5 or... I don't think you have to max it out to get an unlock with a weapon. Might be 5, might be 7, might be 6, I don't know. The Rune Tracer can be very nice if it's fully upgraded, and especially if it's evolved. Let's keep one going, because at least I can get more projectiles. The idea of this game, if you haven't noticed, is actually, it's like a bullet hell. The difference is that you are the bullet hell. By the end of a run, you are basically spewing so many projectiles that you're just filling the screen. Like, you are the boss of a bullet hell. It's almost unfair to the enemies if you get certain builds going. Oh, hell yeah, knife. Just keep firing, just keep firing, just keep firing. Boot wireless. Oh, chest. Potential chest. Jesus! Oh, they came up. Like bats out of hell. Ha ha ha. You know, growing up, the only thing I ever knew about Meatloaf, the music artist, was, I would do anything for love. Like, that was like the only thing I really knew of him, because that was kind of the only thing they'd play of him, like, on like the radio, or like that anyone I knew had ever heard of. But it wasn't really until like college, back in like 2001, 2002, that I actually looked up like what he did before that. That was kind of like one of his breakout hits as far as like mainstream audiences. And so there was a live concert, which I think Bad Outta Hell may have been the main album, like it may have been for that release. And I was like, holy shit! This guy that I thought was just like a sappy, like Kenny G love song man, he was fucking rad as shit. Bad Outta Hell is an amazing album. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Like, I was like, that song was stuck in my head for like months after that. And Bad Outta Hell as a song is also great, but I'm like, I would have had no idea if you had just, like, that whole time, knowing that one song that he did, I Would Do Anything for Love, which is also parodied by like everybody. Yeah, we're gonna go like that being my only exposure, I would never have guessed that he was as metal as he was. And that actually gave me a new appreciation for that like later era of Meatloaf. Is like, dude was really fucking talented, and he had a hell of a fucking voice. Is he still alive? I feel like I remember if he had passed on. I'll look it up later. Be one of those things where, like, dude, he like died 10 years ago. Go away, skeleton. Gotta break out of here. Yeah, just seeing those bats just remind me, like, now I've got all the fucking songs stuck in my head. Oh, well, thank you, plants. Yeah, so this... what does Rune Tracer need? Shoot. It's not Crown. It's definitely not Tracked Orb. Alright, let's see what we get. We're making money. I need that. I kind of just want that 5,000, because if I can get the extra projectile right away, that means like just starting with an extra projectile on every weapon that you're gonna get is just such a busted way to start any run. Like, you're instantly twice as effective. Okay, I need food. Can we get some food? Food. There we go. I believe each character you have to survive at least 5 minutes with them to unlock something. And there might be one for like 15. Alright. Hollow Heart, yeah. Let's get the whip going. I don't have Bracer yet, so I need Bracer. What the heck is it for Rune Tracer? For Rune Tracer, it's armor. Oh, I can do that. I could very easily grab some armor. Oh! Okay. Yo, let's go! If I had only hit the rosary first to get the screen clear and then got the attract orb. Oh man. Damn. But that was still pretty darn good. Pretty good. Gotta say. Probably use some more garlic. Pump this up a little bit. Jeez, these zombies are taking a little bit longer to kill, which is a problem. Where's boss? Boss bat. Yeah. Empty tome. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We can kind of set up. I just want to kill this bat. Because I mean, it's not only a chest, but it's just, it's money. Money is useful. Just a 1. Luck, I believe, can increase your chance of getting a better chest. Wand, alright. Am I at 4 with wand? 4, yeah, alright. Yeah. That's garlic. Oh, yes. Spicy curry. This is an item that can come in, like, it's an absolute lifesaver. If you're surrounded. I could have potentially saved that for skeleton wall. I believe the evolved form of Rune Tracer is that they explode. I believe. Oh, Jesus. It's 500 more already. So, I mean, that's good. And this run ain't over. Rune Tracer at 7. And it is armor, I believe, for Rune Tracer, so I have armor. So as soon as that hits... Oh, another one? Oh, damn! I should have saved it for the skeleton wall. What am I doing? I even just said that a second ago. Yeah, why not? It's one of those, the Void isn't one I usually will, like, it's not something I'll go out of my way to try to, like, start trying to level, but... It is useful if you can, evolve it. I mean, everything's useful if you evolve it. For being completely honest here. I'm gonna kinda shimmy this way. Yeah, Tracer's doing his job. Oh god, there's food there, there's food there. I need that food. I don't need it, I want it, but you know. I want it. But yes, I was working on the schedule. So Fridays are going to be this more inane banter. Okay, this is getting real bad. 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 This is getting really, really bad. I'm dead. Damn it. Oh, I got Spellbinder. So we can do book. Then we got Rune Tracer unlocked normal. Okay, so that's the 5 minutes with her. Okay. What am I looking at for money? It's only 12 to unlock her. Let's get her 5-minute mark. Do the Inlaid Library? Yeah, why not? We'll do the library. Since we unlocked it. Alright. Start off with Control of Lightning Ring. Lightning Ring's okay. I'd rather have like a barrier. Yeah, that's right. We have the... Because, you know, I kamikaze enemies... Why did I do that? Don't I have a map of this area? I guess not. Yes, the arrow points to something that is... some levels will have items already on the map. Some of them, like, you get them and then you unlock them permanently. So I'm going to go in this direction. I kind of do want to level a little bit before moving on. Because they are also usually, they have an elite guarding them. Whip. Whip is just a nice, useful... Especially once you get level 2 of Whip. When you can start whipping in both directions, it helps tremendously. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Candle. Yeah, that's actually nice. Thank you. Thanks, Satan. It's Satine. Dealing with some lust-crazed muckmen from Spookies. Okay, yeah, I'd rather have the double whip. That just makes things way easier, because then you don't have to worry about which way you're pointed. You can just get near enemies and you'll deal with them. And again, if I can evolve Bloody Tear, that's like one of the easier evolutions you can get that are... They don't guarantee... There's very little it can guarantee. If you get Bloody Tear and the evolved Garlic, that's fairly close to a guaranteed full run. You could stand still and basically just nothing would be able to kill you. Add like either Axe or like Lightning Ring evolution, and yeah, you can just stand still and just stay there for 30 minutes and you just complete the run. Could grab the cross. I'm going with the Bible. So, yeah, so I guess I'll talk about it when we finish a run here. Yeah, just grab Spellbinder so that we can upgrade Bible when the time comes. Ooh! You, my friend. So as you can also see, this map is a little interesting in that it's a little more confined. It's basically a horizontal line. He's in the wall. We gotta drag him out of there. All right. Holy water, clock lancet. So clock lancet basically it shoots a beam that freezes everything for a second. I don't think I have the thing that you need to upgrade it because I think you have to finish a run or get to a certain level. Or is it that you need to get the yellow sign? I can't remember exactly. But the Clock Lancet upgraded is part of how you defeat death, which I'll talk about when we eventually see him. And I'm gonna need to check because I don't know if you only need the clock upgrade, if you also need there's 2 rings as well. No, it's not rings. There's another set of items that also. Actually, axe is pretty useful in this situation. Just because there's not a whole lot of places for them to hide and run. I really want to get rid of this mummy. That could be my first chest, which... I mean, we're still... as soon as I get the duplicator upgrade, things are going to be a lot... Yeah, Bible. Bible is a very good weapon when you think about it, because that's a big book. You could just chuck that at someone's face. That's also pretty useful in this place. Actually, you know what? Rune Tracer, because it's going to be bouncing a lot. This mummy is just not dying. Ooh, I'm able to isolate him a little bit, at least. First, I don't really have a whole lot of weapons right now that can really do a lot of sustained attacks. I may just need to go for whatever that is over there just so I can unlock it. Yeah, screw it. Oh, okay, he's back. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll basically reappear off the side of the screen if you move too much. I think eventually they may just go away if you keep passing them by, but... Alright. Yeah, this is actually a good level for this. Because it can... Another one. Okay, well... I don't remember what it is over there that I can grab. Usually, like, sometimes you can see, like, it'll be like a vague map. And you'll see which items are in which direction. Yeah, go with the whip. I should have gotten the hollow heart, damn it. That's okay, there'll be more chances. Well, I've already survived 5 minutes with her, so I don't necessarily have to use her again. Not for a while, at least. Okay, food. That's what I wanted. And you'll be surprised just how far you can go in both directions. Can you go away, skeleton? Thanks. I gotta go Hollow Heart. As much as I love garlic, I can grab garlic later. Having Hollow Heart just means that... Also means that I might be able to get a whip upgrade here and just keep riding that train. I'll take that too. More projectiles. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Hey, there we go. Go, 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 go. Peak discover. Oh, okay, yeah. So this unlocks. So relics are basically things like this. Now I can always look at my weapon evolutions on the screen. So the map must be another one, maybe. I'm not gonna. So these guys are basically throwing around what the clock lancets are. They're just gonna freeze me whenever I get too close. I don't really have weapons that I would like to take them on with. The dagger would be pretty useful for that, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any really directed weapons that I can really bring to bear on them. If those little kamikaze ladies could, like, blow up other enemies, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. Ow! Only 7 minutes, too. Well, I got that. So, you know, let's go to my boy, Gennaro. And, yeah, we'll go to the library. Because he... Oh, yeah, this is going to be a much different run. So first things first, we got to get another weapon. Something that I don't have to think about. I don't have to direct. Yeah, garlic. Garlic is... It's like Jar Jar, it's the key to all this. Alright. I'll keep knife going. Because I only need a bracer. This is gonna be like voice crack central today. I swear to God. If I can get like another level or two of garlic. Yeah, actually, because now I can upgrade garlic. Upgrading garlic in a zone with like this little space to move is actually... That's gonna be a huge area that I'm just gonna be covering in lifesteal. If I can get the whip, then I think I'm looking pretty good. Yeah, do another garlic. Now we're talking. Now I can just walk around the periphery of this enemy group. Yeah! Look at that! Look at it! Yeah, let's do the cross. And see, because of Gennaro, he is throwing 2 crosses instead of 1 just from the very start. Like, he's definitely the best character if you're new to the game. Before you start unlocking better characters, he's definitely the best to start with. And in fact, I would say, up until you get some of like the characters that are only unlockable after you get the yellow sign, he's kind of like... Every once in a while, I'll go back to the mobile version where I have probably 100 hours in this goddamn game. I'll still go back to him just if I want to just max out projectiles and go super nuts. He's one, I mean, there are objectively better characters. Like, the best character in the game is probably Death. You can unlock Death. He's definitely like the most busted character. Spinach. I'm gonna keep on knife. But if you don't want to play a super just a busted character like that, just Gennaro of like the normal non-boss like creature characters is probably my favorite. Um, no, you know, let's try to evolve Garlic. If I evolve Garlic, I'm gonna feel pretty good about this run. If I can get the Whip and Garlic upgraded would be insane. And Knife upgraded is always insane. Well, see, now I can deal with things like the Mummy, because I can just direct my knives straight at him. And just focus fire him. That's the... See, when you're dealing with weapons that will aim on their own... Yeah, let's go with that will always aim on their own, it's hard to focus fire any, like, important enemy. But with, like, things like the Knife and the Whip, I can just be like, no, he's my target. I'm going after this motherfucker. Whip, nice. So now I need a Hollow Heart. I don't even think I have what you need for Cross. I'm pretty sure Cross is... I can't remember what Cross is, but I know it's not something I've unlocked. I would remember that. And then for... Yeah, Garlic we already have, and then for Knife I just need a Bracer. So I need a Bracer, and I need a Hollow Heart, and then we've got 3 evolutions ready to go. Now, one thing to note is there is a limited amount of inventory space. I can have 6 weapons total. Hollow Heart. 6 weapons and 6 accessories. However, if a weapon evolution, for example, the accessory goes away, I think. Because they basically both combine into a single weapon. So that frees up a space in your accessory. Sometimes 2 weapons will evolve together. So therefore you now have an extra weapon space. So you can kind of plan for things like that. We'll go Knife. Could really use a Bracer. That'd be cool. Yeah, just thinking. Alright. Hollow Heart, Fire Wand. Fire Wand's pretty good. Character movement is useful, but... I could always grab the Boyd. I think Bird is... No, Bird's not Wing, because there's another bird. You have to combine the 2 birds. I don't remember what the heck Wing upgrades. It's definitely not something I have yet. You know, let's just keep increasing our max health. There we go. Yeah, now with Garlic, now all of a sudden, I can just walk straight through packs of enemies. Now, granted, it doesn't do... It pings damage every couple, like every second, so, like, you can't just walk straight through completely unharmed. There's going to be moments where it's not actually doing damage, but by reducing cooldown, by leveling it, it'll be much harder for anything to really survive. Oh yeah, see, now I'm focus firing this fucker. Don't touch me, motherfucker. Are you chicken? Chip, 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 chip. Stay tuned tomorrow when I begin a new run of Street Fighter 6's World Tour Mode. It is going to have very special guest star. I'm gonna go with Whip. Those of you who are here for this charity stream already know who it is. It's Tommy Wiseau. I'm just gonna say that. Do I want to? I don't have the Bracer yet, so I'm gonna go with Garlic. Tommy Wiseau must win. I think I started like a lot of people in Street Fighter 6 being like, I'm gonna make like my own OC, like make myself in the game. And I actually did at first, because there's actually a scar you can get on your like abdomen that actually looks like my transplant scar. And I was like, holy shit, I can make myself my transplant scar. That's awesome. But then my mind was like, but wait a minute. Once I realized that freak fighters were a thing, I mean, the ultimate freak fighter, let's face it, Tommy Wiseau. Love me, asshole. And I'm actually quite proud of the Tommy that I was able to put together in game. Now, granted, restarting story mode means he's gonna be restarting with like no attire, so I'm gonna have to spinach, fire wand. I mean, spinach is for fire wand, and they're both okay. Let's go for fire wand. Why not? Just start filling the screen with more bullshit. It just made sense to me. So that's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna do story mode tomorrow. Everything's gonna change. It's kind of in flux right now because on the 17th, Mario RPG Remake comes out, and that's going to be. I am going to stream that day one, and probably at least 3 or more times a week. I mean, Mario RPG is one of my favorite games, like, ever. I'm curious if it's going to be as easy as the original was. I mean, it was never a difficult game. It was, I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways it was like Babby's first RPG, but by that point I'd already played Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3. Dragon Quest, rather. It was just Dragon Warrior in the US at the time. But, so, like, I was big into RPGs, but, like, when you combine Mario with it, I didn't care that it was easy. It was fun. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, it's a fun romp. With great music, cool characters. Well, that would be for Bible. I do have room for one more weapon. Bible would be really good, but let's see if I can get at least one weapon evolution going. I'm not even at the 10-minute mark, so I should, assuming I survive long enough, we should be able to get at least one evolution. We have plenty of time. And there is also an endless mode you can unlock, where, I mean, you could eventually get everything evolved, and just... I feel like that's kind of something you just do for, like, funsies. Because eventually it's going to be literally impossible for you to die if you evolve the right things. There is also all the expansion content. Because there are, what, 2 expansions so far? With more zones and more weapons, and I think more characters. So there's also all that to go through, which I haven't done. The expansions I actually have not done yet, even on the mobile version. I think they're available for the mobile version, but yeah, I have not actually touched those yet. So that's going to be completely new for me. Once I start hitting new weapons, because I pretty much know how other things work. Let's walk straight through these assholes. Yeah. But yeah, so every Friday is going to be, so I was talking earlier about I'm getting a lot of sidetracked. This game just like entrances you. But the schedule kind of comes together. So Mario RPG is going to change a lot of things because it's going to change. That might be my, like, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to see how I want to shift things around. Because as it is right now, I kind of just play whatever from 12 to 5 or whatever. Well, I might as well do this because I have the fire wand. Mario RPG is going to be at least 3 times a week. And probably longer streams too. But I want Fridays to remain Freak Fighter Fridays. Where I play Street Fighter 6 and just go to the event hub. Do avatar battles, or maybe, some actual regular fights at the cabinets. Alright, if I can get a bracer, we can upgrade knife. But I need to actually fucking find a bracer. And then Mondays might be my Switch-Stravaganza roguelikes. But again, when Mario RPG comes out, I don't know. I might move that to like maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and then the other 3 days will be Mario RPG or whatever the big game is. And then every Friday night could be Friday Freak Fighter Fridays. Because the other thing is, I don't know how much. I mean, Street Fighter 6 is still popular and big right now, but it's not always going to be like that. So there'll be a time when that's going to dry up. So maybe it'll be Maybe Freak Fighter Fridays could be any fighting game that has a created character. So I'm pretty sure I could still find tons of Freak Fighters and like. I mean, it's not going to be nearly as populated, but like Soul Calibur absolutely has some. If AEW Fight Forever had a better character creator mode, I could see some real cool Freak Fighters coming out of that. Garlic, Hollow Heart Cross, alright. Oh, what are we at for Garlic? Are we at 8? Hold on. They're not going to show me the one I want to see. What is it? Is it 7 or 8? It's 8. Okay, so next chest may be able to unlock Garlic's upgrade. And then we'll have to get the Bracer before we can unlock Dagger's upgrade. But I'm confident. So basically, next elite we see, we gotta kill to try to get the. Go away. Because once I have that upgrade with the Garlic, it's gonna be great. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. The 17th is gonna change a lot of things, but for right now, I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of Street Fighter 6 story mode. Mario RPG. Once that comes out and I figure out exactly where everything is, that's when I'll decide how I'm going to do the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ run. I think I got it. I think I see it in the rotation. There we go. The Soul Eater. So now I'm just going to slowly be regenerating health. As I kill things. It's not huge, but it's enough. So now I need a Bracer or something fierce. Eventually I will be able to unlock a there we go! Alright, next chest gets me the 1,000 daggers. Can't remember if that's what it's called. But that's going to be huge. And then I just need to work on Whip. And then I can also technically work on... Oh, this could be it. Okay, I don't know if the blue ones can do it, or if it's only the chests from the bigman enemies. Like the big sprites. We'll see. Nope, I think it's going to happen. Because there are chests you can get that can't activate it. Yep, we got it. Okay, wait till you see this shit. 1,000 edge. Yep. I am the bullet hell. Look at this. Look at this video game. This is a video game ass video game. Armor was Rune Tracer, which I don't have. Let's go to the final one. I can still get one more weapon. I don't know what it's gonna be. We're at 13 minutes. Oh, here's another asshole. Look at this. I can just... Like, bosses now are... Well, I say bosses, but you know, like the elites are basically nothing right now. As long as I can just focus the 1,000 edge on them. Bracer, It's not like... I really don't need it. I mean, it's fine. But it's not... I would rather have upgraded the whip or the fire rod, if I'm going to be completely honest. Super looking forward to Mario RPG Remake. The Metroid Prime Remake was absolutely fantastic. That game looks so good. I don't really want... Nah, because... you know, if I can get Rune Tracer, I'll at least have armor for it. Granted, every minute that goes by is another minute less that I can be upgrading to the prerequisite levels for evolution. Which is why chests are so important, because just getting free, quick upgrades to weapons is huge. Oh, here's a wall. That's a wall of death. Also, if I could get one, just one, attract orb, that would be, like, multiple levels of stuff that I just have lying around the arena. What do I want? Magic wand? Yeah, you know what? We'll go for it. We'll see if we can get the empty tome. Look at this video game! This is... Like, when you think video game, like, you think weird shit like this. It's like, screen full of bullshit. Attract orb. I mean, it's not that... I mean, attract orb just is a passive things go around you. I'm gonna just go cross. Because attract orb would be for... I want to say attract orb is for holy water? Which I don't have. Like, as useful as some accessories are, a lot of it is kind of dependent upon what build you're going for. Like, it's a very, very useful thing. You know, let's pump up cross a little more. But, like, yeah, like, attract orb's great, but I don't have the weapon evolution for it, so I'd rather use an accessory, one of my limited slots, for something that will get me a weapon evolution. Ah, I was hoping for like a 3. Okay, give me a whip. Give me a whip or a... Actually, any of my weapons right now. Or armor, that's fine too. Ugh. It's fine. I mean, granted... Oh, another chest. Nice, 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 nice. I think after this we can get the duplicator upgrade. Spinach is okay. Okay, it's more damage. I accept this. That's for Bible, which I don't have. No, I'd rather get Empty Tome. So Cross, I think, is done. I'm pretty sure Cross is finished. But yeah, I will eventually unlock the ability to re-roll these things. Yeah, fire one. Oh no, Cross isn't done. Let's do Magic Wand. I must have picked up one of the things that gives me like multiple levels at once. Yeah, Cross. Finish that off. Fire Wand. Spinash. Yeah, occasionally you'll pick up, I think it's like a Rainbow Jewel, and it gives you like so much experience that you level up tons of times. Can I please get an Empty Tome? That would be super useful for me right now. Empty Tome, good. Now we're good. Fire Wand, one more Fire Wand, and we get the Fire Wand upgrade. We still got 15 minutes to go. Assuming we live. Right now, I think it's looking pretty good. But again, they're going to start throwing things at me that make this look as easy as this looks right now. Another chest. I know what's in the chest is decided when it drops. So you can't get a chest on the ground, then upgrade a weapon, then go back to pick it up, because it's already been decided when it dropped. That's fine. I'll take another one of those. What are we at for that? Are we, I think I only have one or two of those. Okay, so we're at level 3 for that. It's not bad. We're getting there. See, the other nice thing about this level having so little room to move around is that all of the experience gems are all in one tiny little area, so they're all packed into each other. It's not like, you know, where if you keep wandering in the forest, they're gonna be spread around all over the place. Like right here, you can just walk up and down in one little area and get tons. Whip, ooh. I'd rather take the weapon evolution right now. Just guarantee that before we actually start getting more chests. Time stop, yeah, why not? Why not, I say. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Look at this. I almost feel like this is, because, I mean, I already have tons of lifesteal. I almost feel like getting that upgraded first is probably going to be better. Just because that'll create so many more projectiles. Oh, I love this game. This is the game that can just, like, absorb an entire day of your life at a time. Because, like, you're like, I'll just play for a little bit. But once you get, like, one of these runs going, it's like, I don't want to stop. Like, this is, like, concentrated dopamine. Look at all this shit happening. Look at all the numbers. There's so many numbers on screen, guys. I can't even count all these numbers. I can't even see his moves. Alright, so this should be the fire wand upgrade. Yep. It's not that much different. It's just basically giant meteor projectiles. And it has piercing on all the projectiles. Yeah, there you go. See, so it's not like the difference between regular knives and this, or the lifesteal of the garlic, but they're still really cool projectiles. Okay, now we can start working on whip. We only got about 12 minutes left, 11:30 left, so I'm really gonna have to hope for a couple of lucky drops if I'm gonna evolve anything else. Because wand and whip are both, well, I think 4. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, you kidding me? It can be anything. Alright. See, that's when a reroll would be nice. Give me... I guess we're going with wand. Wand will be more visually interesting, I think. Because whip is, the blade tier is just a really big, like, purplish red whip that does tons of lifesteal, which means it's really, 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 really good. It's just the wand, I think, will be more visually interesting because it'll just be covering the screen in more projectiles. If I can unlock Candelabra, that means the axe is also a possibility. And that one has a really cool ultimate form as well. Oh, hello. We're at the 20-minute mark, so this is a big guy. I believe I can unlock something, I think, if I beat this guy. And obviously by beat this guy, I mean just sit here and do this. But he's clearly got a shit ton of health. These fucking, like, lines of skulls are just, like, running at me. And then just instantly dying as soon as they get close. Still only 1, okay. I was really hoping for a 3. At least a 3, just 'cause I need, like, multiple weapons. Nice. Okay, so we're at 6, I think, for this. So 2 more and we got it. Yep. One more. One more and we got it. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna hover around a single area once I get these. Because there's a lot of experience over here. I'm just gonna try to, like, condense as much as I can. Yeah, garlic's a little busted, or early in the game. That's why they call them garlic likes. I guess we'll take a look. Fairly sure there's gotta be some achievement or some. I don't know if there's an unlock for having a full stack of 6 evolved weapons. Oh, okay, never mind. The accessory doesn't go away. It must be if 2 weapons combine into a single one. That's when you get a free slot. So I apologize, I was wrong about that. Get used to me hearing that. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Alright, so we got that upgraded. Once we get a chest. Oh, there's a coin on top of that turkey, so I guess I'll take that for the coin. So now we just need whip. That's it. I think, other than that. And once you have everything upgraded, then any level up after that, and any chest, is going to give you health. You can choose health or money. And I think chests will only ever give money at that point. Because yeah, it is totally possible to get. It's very common on long runs to get to the point where 2 more of that. To get to a point where you're just not going to. Hey cat, is a cat coming to visit? You coming to watch? But yeah, there are some runs where you'll have a full 10 minutes of you doing nothing but getting more money or health. And really just go for the money. Because money is how you permanently upgrade your characters in this game, so. And also how you. Eventually, characters start getting very expensive to unlock. And some of the power-ups as you level them are also going to get very, very expensive. Oh, is that a boss? Oh, there's a chest over there too, I think. That's okay, I'm going to grab him first. Alright, so this would be the wand, and then once I upgrade the whip 2 more times... Yep, there it is. Holy wand. And now it is also a machine gun wand. But instead of being in one direction, it fires just at random enemies that it's targeting. Oh, Lord. That's another bracer. Just one moment, chat. Just need to do something. Just need to do a quick shout out. And shout out done. Okay, so it's whip. One more whip. One more whip and we got it, and we still have 7 minutes to go. Well, 6 minutes to go. I just need one, and then a chest. And then we will have everything that can be upgraded. The cross is the only thing I can't. Okay, yeah, this is getting nuts. Yeah, this is death if I'm not careful. Especially with so little room to move. I gotta find an exit. I need an exit strategy. Jesus Christ. This, yeah, see this, even with everything but 2 weapons fully upgraded and evolved, this is still, there are like, at any point, I am like a few pixels away from getting completely overrun. I've got to be really careful. Oh! Rosary! You wonderful bastard. God damn it. You know what? Cooldown. Reduce cooldown. If I'd gotten a Rosary and the fucking Attract Orb, that would have been beautiful. I'm just gonna keep carving in one direction just because... Oh god. Ah, see, I can't... When there's this many enemies on screen, I can't just focus fire the boss. There we go. I should be able to buy myself a little time now. You know what? Let's carve down. I just need to get to spots where I can like stand still for just a second to try to focus fire him. The fire wand is really doing its job with its piercing damage. Like it is putting the work in. Now it's gonna be a lot harder. Like, if he focuses in on me, I'm dead. We've got 4 minutes left. Okay, the chest will be Bloody Tear if he drops a chest. He's either going to do that or drop one of the cool like rainbow or like high experience things. He is taking a lot of damage. Okay, I think the wall rush of shit is over. So I think we're okay. I got it. Bloody Tear. With what, 4 minutes to go? 3 minutes to go. Okay, we are fully upgraded. There's nothing else other than accessories that I can upgrade. So we'll see. Yeah, see, that's the Bloody Tear. So it's not the most impressive looking, but the lifesteal on it is kind of insane. That plus the Soul Eater make it so that it's now it's pretty tough for me to die at all. I could just stand here forever. In fact, let's just see how long I can live if I just stand still. With all of this bullshit going around. Actually, I'll move a little bit just to get my knives in other directions, but... This is all it takes. Just turn around. Oh, there's a Medusa over there. Oh, chest. Good send bit. Yes! 5-star. I should act like one of those fake influencers on the mobile commercials. 5-star chest, I just... Guys, you will never believe the power level I have in this game. I can't believe it, I got a 5-star Miranda. As if you're supposed to know who that is or give a shit. This character that this game made up that no one has any context for. I'm thinking armor, just because this is going to be a wall of Medusas. I'm just going to rotate a little bit. You know, yeah, just rotate. Give everyone a few knives, you know? A little knives for everybody. We are so fucking close. We are so fucking close. So I'm gonna stay near the chicken. I will say the fucking... Okay, I need a way out. I need a way out. I need a way out. The problem is I'm getting overrun from above. It's not the left or right I'm worried about. It's the problem that I can't do enough damage vertically unless I start moving. There we go. Okay, now I feel a little better. All right. With I don't know how many runs this has been. 5, 6 runs or something, but we may get a completed run. May get a completed run in under 10 runs. This is kind of nuts. Okay, I feel it. Okay, this is bad. I'm just gonna keep pumping armor, to be honest. Because if I do get overrun, at least it'll give me a little bit more survivability. Look at these numbers. If you are someone like me, who when he plays video games, he likes seeing big number go up. If you like to see the number become the big number, like this is what you want. This is just, there are so many numbers on screen. It's just nothing but numbers. It's full of stars, except it's full of numbers. Alright, more health regen. As if I needed more. Yeah, this is the point where it's almost unfair to these enemies that they just can't kill me. Oh, there's another Medusa over there. Yeah, might as well top armor off, I guess. I can't even see my character some of the time. Empty tome. Less cooldowns. A 3! Nice! This might actually cap me off on everything. I don't know how much spinach needs left, but I think that might be it. I think I'm done. So next level up is going to be money or health, I think. Oh, never mind. I only had one? No, I had more than that. I guess we'll see. Wait, I can see right now. I need one more. Now we're done. I have 1 minute left. So see, now here's what happens when you have everything leveled. You have a choice with every level up of money or health. And it's really only 25 gold, but you take what you can get. And now everything's giving me so much experience. More money. Just keep going money. And chests basically will be the same thing. Actually, I might get some health here, because it's starting to get a little dicey. Yeah, at this point, it's like I'm going to start carving my way down here a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to keep taking health. We have 30 seconds. We need to survive for 30 seconds to finish this run. Okay, oh, fuck it. It's only 25 gold. I would rather just get a completed run under my belt, because once you get that, it's like, okay, well, now I have that. I can kind of focus, be a little less worried about things. Oh my god. Holy Christ. Yeah. There it is. There's death. And then he comes and he kills you. So there is a way to kill him. You need, eventually I will be getting, I'll talk a little bit about that while I'm upgrading shit. So okay, let's see what we got. We got the hyper inlaid library, which basically just means everything's faster. Get fire wand. Okay, so we got the duplicator. We've got Poe, who starts with garlic. Clarice, I can't remember what she starts with. Bible, maybe? Dairy plant, we've unlocked. 20 minutes with any character. We got the pentagram. Pentagram, evolve the whip. We got 500 gold coins. Yeah, evolving any weapon for the first time will give you a little bonus here. All right, so duplicator. All right, awesome. So we have some characters we can unlock. So we have fire wand, holy water, and garlic. I'm not gonna unlock any of them at the moment. Off stream, I can always just get my like 5 minutes with each just to unlock stuff. I'm going to keep with him, but I'm going to buy some power-ups. Area of effect is bigger. That's pretty nice. You know, let's grab both of those. Max health, I'm going to get both. 3. Health recovery, let's get a little damage, all of that. A little cooldown. Movement speed. The revival, that's going to take a lot. Luck is good. Luck is pretty good. More experience? Yeah, that's okay. You know what? That's pretty good. Actually, greed is another thing that's pretty decent to upgrade, just because. All right. So now he's gonna start with. You know, let's get Mad Forest finished, because now he's going to start with 3 projectiles, at like just base with everything he gets. Then we've also got a couple other upgrades. So let's see what we got. Because once we finish this completely, yeah, might as well. Once we finish this one, get its 30-minute off. That'll go to the hyper version. Hyper version is kind of like what I usually do in every level, just because it makes everything faster. Enemies are faster, you're faster. That's when you can like spend like half the friggin' mission with everything maxed out, basically. I haven't done Lightning Ring yet. And I have Duplicator unlocked. I haven't upgraded Bible yet. Let's upgrade Bible. If I get Lightning Ring again, I can do that, but and then Garlic, of course, it's hard to argue with Garlic. Garlic upgraded and Bible upgraded are one of the nastiest combos in the game, in my opinion. Give me chest. Oh, okay, I'll take that. Pentagram. Ugh. Pentagram is awesome. It's just a screen clear that happens every once in a while. I think it's Crown that does that, so I could. And its ultimate form is kind of incredible. Because its ultimate form, basically, whenever it goes off, it'll start like pulsing before it goes off, and with every pulse, it creates really high experience gems all over the place. So it's just like crazy leveling ability. Yeah, I guess if we're going Bible, might as well get its thing now. I'm gonna upgrade the Bibble. Alright, yeah, and you can see once you've evolved something, it will save that fact, and now when you see Bracer, it says you can evolve Dagger with this. So yeah, let's just get that out of the way. Would love Garlic. Fire Wand, as you could see last game, it really puts the work in when it comes to those like later parts of the level where you're just surrounded by things. Having the ability to pierce everything and just keep going is huge. I've taken a lot of damage already because I was careless. Gosh. There's elements of this game that almost make it look like one of those fake video games you'd see in a TV show. From people who have no idea what video games are. Or maybe my favorite trope. You know what, if I'm gonna go Lightning Ring, maybe I should go Duplicator. So Duplicator is literally just, again, it's just duplicating how many projectiles I can throw. So it's gonna get kind of nuts. Going nuts. I remember, I think, not Married Children, when Home Improvement was on. Ooh, Lucky Clover. I'll take luck. It was a Home Improvement episode where there was one sequence where I guess they're playing like a Game Boy or something. And this is just one of those tropes where, again, the old people who write these shows and have no idea what real life is like or what, well, anything is like. I don't have Candelabra yet, I don't think. So, you know, they're playing a game, and of course, they're just like random Atari sounds that it's making. And they're like, oh, we can't beat this game, it's so hard. And, you know, they're like in the background doing this. It's kind of like just like not even like a main part of the scene. Like, you know, for like another duplicator. Nah, I'm gonna do a battle. Another burble. So, you know, you think video game, even a Game Boy game, like half hour to beat, Unless you're talking about, you know, games like Link's Awakening, like random little shooter game. Yeah, it may take like an hour, half hour, if that. But like, they're like, oh, this game's so hard. And then like the younger, I don't remember any of the characters' names. But the youngest brother's like, let me try, I bet I could beat it. And they're like, you're just a little kid, you couldn't beat it. And they finally like let him try. And in 3 seconds, he like presses like 3 buttons. And of course you hear like, boop, boop, ba-doo-doo, like the random like Atari sounds. In 3 seconds later, he's like, there, I beat it. And you think maybe like a dumb kid is gonna be like, wow, he's so good at the video game. I think that's what the people writing the show thought, but the people writing the show were like 65 and don't even know what a video game is. Because even as a kid, I was like, that's what kind of game are they playing where it can be beaten in 3 seconds? Like they were playing for a while and said they couldn't beat it. And that can't be a very good video game if it can be beaten in 3 seconds. I don't think these people know what a video game is or how they work. But that's always the trope, is you hand someone a controller who's like the little kid or the girl, like you can't beat a video game, and then they press 3 buttons and they are holding the controller wrong, and then a sound effect goes off and they're like, there, I beat it forever. It's like that. Do you have any idea what this even is? Like this thing here? Crown. You know what? Let's go for it. If I get another pentagram, I'll grab it. That's one of my favorite tropes of idiots who write sitcoms have no, like, are just completely out of touch and like in their 70s writing characters in their 20s or younger. Which comes to the reason why I think The Big Bang Theory is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna grab cross until I can remember what the heck I need. I think it's the clover. I think I have to unlock the clover, and that can be for cross. I think. Man, the voice cracks today. But that's what, again, my favorite thing of like why I hate so many sitcoms. And of course, this also like in sitcoms, and it's not just Big Bang Theory, but they've used that as an example of how awkward it is if you take away the laugh track, and you have characters. What happens is you have characters speaking, and one of them will say something that I guess is supposed to be a joke, and then in silence the characters just kind of look around awkwardly, not like to each other, not like they're reacting to each other, they're reacting to a non-existent audience. So they just kind of like look around confusedly because they're waiting for the laughter to die down. Spinach, well, hold on. That'd be if I want Fire Wand. This would be if I want Rune Tracer, which actually, nah, not on this level. Laurel, what the fuck is Laurel for? Isn't Laurel, shoot, what does evolve with Laurel? Something does. That actually, I think, is one of the things you need to beat Death. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna go, I might get a Fire Wand. But also, I knew a lot of people who liked Big Bang Theory because, like, look, it's a show about nerds like us. Like, look, they're talking about Spock. But I would watch it and be like, this is insulting to nerds because it's a bunch of old people who don't know what a nerd is, thinking that they, like, it's a parody of what old people think a geek is, or what, you know, a video game player is. That's none of it is how people actually are. Now, granted, there are people who are like that. But I was like, this is not like nerd power. No, this is... It's people like us being made fun of by a bunch of old white dudes in a board meeting. What do the nerds do? I don't know, they play the video games and they talk about the Spocks. What's the Spocks? I don't know. That's what that show was. It was... And I just like a lot of modern sitcoms, it was too safe to be funny. You know, like, you have to have at least a little edge to you to be funny, because part of humor is the freedom of being able to laugh at things that you normally can't necessarily talk about or laugh about in wait, do I have duplicator. I do not have what I need for that, so we're gonna go lightning. In polite society, there's certain things, you know, it's a little taboo. But with comedy, when it's being made fun of, and when you're laughing at it and not with it, it's freeing, because you're finally able to laugh about this thing that you always thought was kind of stupid and funny. But you weren't allowed to talk about it. John Cleese talked about that in one of his, because he was really big on like studying like the science of creativity. And he gave us really cool, you can find it online, I'm sure. It was at a university, I think. He was talking about like, what is it to be creative? How can you be creative? What is creativity? And it's a really, really wonderful speech. But he also had, I think it was a later one, but same subject matter. But he said, there is something about offensiveness that is kind of important to comedy. And that's what can be lost if you try to play it too safe. Because you can't relate to something that's too safe, because you're not trying to, you're not singling anyone's personality out. And that's when someone can, if you do that, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force with its standards and practices guy said, by following the rules, you can guarantee yourself a mediocre product that no one can relate to. Like, you need a little bit of that, because we all have these moments of, like, awkwardness when, like, taboo things happen, or when, oh, thank you, I would like that. And it's kind of something that brings us together, is that we can all laugh about how dumb some of this stuff is. And unless you have at least some, because when you strip away any kind of edge, any kind of like real personality to something, what you do is, ooh, that's right, what luck also can do is give you a fourth option sometimes. I'm actually going to grab the pentagram. Now the problem with pentagram is when it wipes the screen, it does not leave behind experience until you evolve it. I think at some higher levels it can also, but the evolution specifically is a friggin' XP generator. Oh, nice. But so what he basically was talking about was when he made A Fish Called Wanda, I think it was. Was it Fish Called Wanda or was it the other one? The one... I think it was Fish Called Wanda. But they... Yeah, they did screeners, like they always do. They always do screenings. And they would have little cards they would give the audience, and okay, which scenes did you find to be the most offensive? So they can see, do we have to clean some things up? Is some of this going a little too far? And what they ended up finding is they had certain scenes that were very consistently said to be the most offensive. But then, there was also a question, which scenes did you find to be the funniest? Did you laugh at the most? And they were usually, one in one, the scenes that that person also found offensive. And it's the idea that it's like, you can be like, yeah, that was an offensive thing, but because of the way it was framed, because of the context, because of what the exaggeration was, like, you feel like, okay, I can laugh about this. And that's very freeing, to not have to, like, worry about what other people think. Like, you can just laugh. Like, why is Archie Bunker funny when he's a horrible racist? Because, and people could say, well, if he's a horrible racist, how could you find that funny? Because what's funny about it is that he's a dumb, horrible racist. You're not laughing with Archie Bunker and his racism, you're laughing at how silly it is and how dumb it is. Actually, you know what? Duplicator's always good. I'm always gonna grab that. So so it's just like, sitcoms here are just so safe. Even the ones that think, oh, they're pushing the envelope. No, you're not. You have no idea what it is to push the envelope or to be edgy. You know, like... But it's also a double-edged sword, because you can try to be edgy, and many people try to be, and they completely just throw up all over themselves because they're not funny. So you lose your get-out-of-jail-free card of being offensive if you're not funny. Whoopi Goldberg was talking about the idea that, because people always say, like, Blazing Saddles, yes, it's one of the greatest comedies ever made. Everyone agrees with that. But it was also of its time. Like, as funny as it is, and as much as we can still appreciate it and laugh at it today, you'd never get away with making a movie like that today. Like that, you couldn't ever have made Blazing Saddles. And Whoopi Goldberg said, "Why the hell not? It's funny." Said the reason Blazing Saddles works is because it's funny. So you absolutely could make Blazing Saddles as it is, 100% today, but it has to be. But the reason why Blazing Saddles could work is because of that humor. Because you get it, you're in on the joke. Like, if you try to make a movie like Blazing Saddles today, and it's not funny, then it just comes off as insulting or pandering or whatever. You have to really nail the humor. Otherwise, your message could get lost. Because the movie is about racism. It's about how dumb it is. But if that movie's humor fell flat, then it would seem like it's being insulting, or it's being either pandering, insulting, or, like, yeah, just mean-spirited. But it's because that humor works so well. So it's a fine line to tread. I don't have this thing, though. You know what? Let's just get Knife going. But yeah, so sitcoms today, for the most part, especially any that use a laugh track. Like, don't even use a laugh track. What? You're only using a laugh track if you think the audience is too dumb to understand your joke, or if your joke wasn't funny, so you feel like you need to ask the audience to laugh at it. You know? Like, if it's funny, someone's gonna laugh at it. And also, that means your writers are actually going to have to be talented and know how to weave a conversation in and have a good beginning and end, and lead into the next conversation without the awkward pauses. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, I'm almost done with Bible too. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. No. Yeah, I need to find Rune Tracer. No, Rune Tracer is the other one. I need... Duplicator is that. That is that. I already have that. Spinach is... I already have that. What was the thing that... Crown... Crown is... Oh, I got 90 health, bad. Yeah, so Big Bang Theory I never liked. Thought it was always stupid, not funny. Yeah, I always hate the idea that you can't make... Oh, you mean that's, you know... Well, because it's also to appeal to a mass audience. How do you try to appeal to a mass audience? You go for the lowest common denominator. And that's, unfortunately, what most of that kind of media is. Like, The Office. I'm actually kind of surprised The Office became as popular as it was. I mean, granted, compare... I mean, I think it definitely overstayed its welcome. Unlike the British version, which actually, like, knew... Like, that's just kind of the thing I like about British TV. Okay, we got Bible. So next one should be an upgrade to Bible. What the heck is upgraded with Crown? Yeah, that one's already going to be done. Crown, I think, is Pentagram. That one is going to be Duplicator. Spinach is that. Bracer is that. I need the whip. Ooh, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if that's going to wipe out everything, so I'm just, like, being very careful here. Wow. Give me garbage. Rune Tracer. No, I don't want Rune Tracer. Do I want Rune Tracer? No, I want Whip. Okay, this is not going well. I desperately need food. Or the Whip, so I can get Bloody Tear. But safe comedy is just not funny. But like again, I was surprised that the Office, because The Office really played out that British humor trope of making something like the humor came from just how uncomfortable it was. Like it really treaded that line. And I thought the early seasons of Office, as long as Michael Scott was there, basically. Um, Although some of the later seasons were fine too. Like they did a pretty good job of keeping that show funny. And really, Dwight's the best character. But it's the awkwardness and how uncomfortable it is that's very British. And they actually did kind of catch that in the American version. Um, and I'm kind of surprised it got as mainstream as this, because that's not a very like American humor style. We like everything to be safe. Like everyone wants, like everybody loves Raymond. Just safe humor that is just like the lowest common denominator humor that, everybody's aunt can laugh at. But there's no edge to it. Like but like somehow that's, and I don't know if it's because it got word of mouth that everyone kind of could appreciate it. I'm surprised it got mainstream simply because there is a sort of barrier to getting into it, you know? Like you have to be able, like, and I guess because of word of mouth, mainstream audiences started watching it, not really sure what they were getting into, but then realizing how much funnier it is than dumb sitcoms that, they've been conditioned to like, in a way. The whip is just not dropping. You know what? Let's clear it up. But after all that conditioning of sitcom humor, they all of a sudden realize, oh, there's a lot funnier things out there if you're actually able to... If you're willing to put yourself out there and be a little uncomfortable. Because the amount of times Michael Scott does something and you're just like, ooh, that's not good. Don't say that. But again, Jen Donkey said that awkward feeling when you're able to then laugh about it, it just frees you from like that, like from how normally you would feel if this situation was real. Oop, chest. But I definitely remember like that university thing when he was. It was after he had done Faulty Towers, but I don't think it was. It's just not giving me. It does not want me to have the whip. I'll take that. But it's a really, really great speech when he talks about creativity that actually kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like I said, it's almost impossible to say what is creativity, but also that there's no such thing as someone who can't be creative. It's not a talent. It's just a way of operating. And anyone can do it, it's just you have to be able to devote yourself to doing it. And the other thing that was also described in that was something that I also related to quite a bit as far as just stuff I've noticed in my 41 years of life. Soon to be 41 years of life. You know, it's just, yeah, more health. Give me the whip, for God's sake! There's this idea a lot of times when you're like, how did this person get, like, what? Delusional people. You think about something like an American Idol. And the people who clearly have absolutely no singing talent whatsoever, and yet they have this confidence. And you're like, how did you not realize you're not good at this? Or any talent, really. Where you see someone utterly incompetent, but they're still, like, they think they're the smartest person in the room, they think they're best at what they do. And you're like, but how can you not notice this? How can you not see the problem? And it's something that was talked about, that he talked about in that speech, in this, that what people, like, psychologists and things have found that, and this is one of those things that is also kind of empowering, I swear to God, that I'm just not going to have the whip. I'm just going to grab the garlic if it doesn't give me the whip in the next couple upgrades. The same skills that are required to be good at something, actually, rather, it's better stated the other way around. The skills that are required to know that you're not good at something are the same skills required to actually be good at that thing. Yeah, I'm going garlic. So, which makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. In order to know that you're not good at something, you have to know what being good at that thing is, and understand what that means, and what that quality is. So, that means that when someone is absolutely terrible and incompetent and has no idea what they're doing at something, it's very likely they also lack the skills to know that they're bad at that thing, which is why you have so many of those cases where, like, the worst people to make a movie or a business of any kind or a video game make the worst thing you could ever think of, and it's awful, and you're like, you're so incompetent, how did you even think you could do this? It's because they lack the even necessary skills to understand that they're not good at it. But when someone says, oh, well, I'm terrible at this thing, don't diss yourself because of that, because in reality, you knowing that you're bad at something means you actually have somewhere in you the base skills you need to understand what that means to be good at something. Like, you understand the elements. Like, I'm not great at fighting games. I know I'm not good at fighting games. But I love fighting games, and I really understand fighting games, and that's why I know I'm bad at them, because I'm like, in a match, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I should be doing. It's just, sometimes my brain doesn't work fast enough. Or I, mess up an input. So it's like, I recognize that I just haven't built up. And that doesn't mean I can't get good at them, it would just take time. But I at least have the base ability to understand what I should be doing. But so these people writing these sitcoms, they don't even have the basic understanding of what humor is, and how it works, and why it works, which is why they're so confident in the dumb crap they're putting out. Because they don't understand that that's not funny, to be that safe. And there is such a thing as safe humor. You can be absolutely safe and still be funny, but again, just like if you're trying to push it to the edge and be funny, it takes skill. It takes skill to be able to really maneuver that lane and stay safe and funny at the same time. But it can be done. It's just, oh god, I'm dead. These bats are gonna be the friggin' death of me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pentagram. It's a weird thing to say. That these bat swarms are absolutely the bane of my existence right now. They are a big problem. Because they're pushing all the mobs around into me. Stop doing that, bats. Oh, I need food. XP gain? You know what? I'm just gonna grab XP gain. Because I just want to get out of here. I want to get away. There's a chest. God damn it, there's a chest. I think I want to wait for the bat swarms to kind of calm down. I mean, right now, if not for the Bible upgrade, there is no way I would still be alive right now. That is saving this run right now. The fact that I can keep people at a pretty safe distance. But I desperately need food right now. 21 minutes. If I can heal up... Oh, thank God. Okay. I told you, this is like a game like this that has so little activity actively going on. It's going to turn into a podcast. So I'm just going to ramble about shit. But yeah, it's... Alright, we got the lightning ring. Thunder loop. So basically it's going to strike, and then it's going to strike again, wherever it hits. Well, it's kind of hard to see there, but there we go. And that's going to hit again. So this is going to be a nice way to just, passively do damage to everything. These plants, you guys got to go. carve a path forward, carve a path forward, carve a path forward. But yeah, say no to bad comedy. That's what I say. Don't let them spoon feed you their dumb, whatever the hell, whatever Big Bang Theory was trying to do. Like, it's been a while since we've had a comedy like a Seinfeld. Frasier was a fantastic show, by the way. And that wasn't really that edgy. I would say that was fairly safe comedy. It just did it. It was really nuanced in how it did it, and it was really talented writers that knew how to really structure, because 99% of humor, I would say, is structure. Maybe not 99. A lot of humor is structure. If you can structure a joke properly, instead of it being someone says something, someone else just randomly says something that is supposed to be funny, laugh track. That's not a structured joke. Like, you need setup, you need enough time to kind of let it breathe, then you need a punchline to hit you when you least expect it. And it should be satisfying payoff to what you set up. It's like why the Ghostbusters, whatever, reboot didn't work. Because there weren't any structured jokes, it was just ad-libbing. And thinking, I'm just gonna think of funny things to say, and whatever, fart joke, blah blah blah. Like, there was no real, like, constructed jokes. Which is what you need. You need, like... It's craftsmanship to build a good comedy. The worst part is when sometimes, occasionally, the humor in that movie worked. It just made you angry because you're like, why couldn't you have pulled this off the whole time? You clearly had it in you. Star Jones, I think, was the actress. She was friggin' hilarious in that. Because she's the only character that acted like a real person. So when she reacted realistically to something, it was like, I'm with you in this scene. I now... I can relate to you, because yeah, that's kind of what I would be thinking. And it's like, you had, like, access to really, really, really talented people. The actresses in that movie, outside of that movie, are friggin' really good. Like, you had all this talent, and you had the capability occasionally of making a joke that lands. It's like, why couldn't you have pulled that off consistently? Why did you just let them ad-lib? Because it was easier? Yeah, it's because it was easier, probably. Alright. I guess that's a lot of things, also laziness and creativity people, and creative people in, like, industries. And also movies and games and TV and everything made by committee, which is another annoyance. Because everything's so expensive now, like, the investors don't want to invest in a risk. So make sure we check all these things in the spreadsheet that say we're likely to get a return on this as long as we follow these rules. But then the rules sometimes don't work and everyone panics. I mean, this has been talked about a billion times by people way smarter and who could break this down way better than I can. That's not why you're here. You're here to see an idiot who thinks he's funny play video games. At least I know enough about how humor works to know that I'm not funny. Maybe you could go, I mean, yeah, it's been broken down by so many people how the whole creation by committee just is, it's dumb. And you can say, and granted you could say it doesn't work, but a lot of times it does. The Star Wars sequels and prequels were all terrible, but they made a lot of money. And as bad and dumb as I think the Ghostbusters reboot was, I think it was relatively... Didn't it make a decent amount of cash? I mean, they didn't continue with it because it was so critically panned and everyone kind of hated it, but I think it made its return. Papa John's was shilling for it. You know you made it with Papa John's is shilling for you. Granted, they paid for that, but like things like that, you can always say, yeah, this was terrible, and everyone agrees that it's bad. Well, yeah, but it made money, so enough people were willing to shell out for it. Enough people watched it. It was escapist enough that people were willing to pay money to see it. So what I would say is you're never going to get the kind of like art that you got out of movies when people were willing to take risks. But the investors, even failures, like movies that end up not working out when they're made by committee and actually do flop. The fact is, for every one of those, there's like another couple that made back of their return tenfold. So it's hard to argue with the fact that if you are an investor, you can't blame these people for not wanting to take risks, because if they don't, they're probably going to do well in the long run with enough projects making bank that it will end up justifying the bombs. But it then comes down to, like, do you really want the people making art, pieces of things that are, film is art, video games are art, TV is art. Do you want the people making these decisions people who don't care about the art of it? Because then you're not going to make any, but then you have to go into the whole thing of like, yeah, but they're not the ones creating it. The people creating it are the people on the ground floor who are actually in the trenches and who actually care about the project. Well, one would hope they care about the project. And those people, they do care. They're trying. They're trying to make this something that's worthwhile and artistically, good. And a lot of times that's why sometimes even those bad movies that I cited, those bad shows that I cited, occasionally, Big Bang Theory, not that I ever watched it like actively, but I was at my parents' house, yeah, they'd be watching it and I'd be there and observing it. Not watching it, but observing it. But every once in a while, one of those jokes did land, and I was like, that's a good joke. And especially because, not even because it's like a reference to something. That's what I think a lot of them rely on. Oh, we have them talk about the paper, rock, scissors, Spock, whatever. Because they're nerds, they like Star Trek. Stuff like that isn't funny, but when it's something they built up like over the course of an episode as a character trait, and then they played a joke on it later, those are the kind of things where I was like, okay, that was actually a well done joke. So clearly there are people on like the writing staff that do want it to be funny and do like understand what they want and how it can be good. It's just, I'm sure a lot of their those same writers had jokes thrown out at the writing table because they weren't safe enough or they weren't on brand enough. I don't know. It all gets really gross when you start talking about stuff like that. Just like like a complete creative bankruptcy of like entertainment. That's why, like, smaller movies, smaller games often have a lot more to say and a lot more creativity than big AAA shit. And then occasionally you have one of those AAA things that breaks out and is like, oh, yeah, that's true. When you have money at a big AAA studio and they actually do care and really put a lot of effort into it, you can make something as fucking brilliant as Baldur's Gate 3. Which is, if it's not AAA, it's damn close. Larian is not a small studio. Oh, wow, I made it. We did it. Let's now get the hyper version. Alright, we've been streaming for about 3 hours. I think I'll do another run. At least one more run. What do we got? We got Skeleton Man! We unlocked Skeleton Man. Hyper Mad Forest. We got Clover. Okay, so now I can actually start working toward Cross. Awesome. And that's a scold for the upgrades. Excellent. Alright, let's get some, well, first of all, how much is it going to cost to buy some of these people? $650 for him, that's not bad. Hell yeah, I want more Tasha. Kind of want, and also he gets an extra projectile every 20 levels. That's a lot of levels, but I am gonna do Gennaro again for the next level. Let's pump up. Could do speed. Actually, you know what? Money. At least 2 or 3 money. More experience, more speed. Maybe not more speed. Yeah, we're already at like. That's gonna be 1800. Yeah, I don't want that. 891. Magnet. Luck. Alright, so let's do another Gennaro run. Or I could do a spooky, scary skeleton. So I do not remember what bone upgrades with. What does bone upgrade with? It will upgrade with. Does it even upgrade with anything? It must, right? Chaos Malachite. How's Chaos Malachite? Okay, so this is gonna be, yeah, it's something I'm gonna have to really work toward. Okay, well, let's do a Gennaro again because I know I can do some stuff with them. What do we want to do? We have Dairy Plant open. This level, once we get this one, is going to give us another character, actually. Oh, actually, we can do Elmolis. Also Green Acres. So we got a couple. You know, let's do Green Acres now. Because there is a relic I can get. There's actually 2 relics here. You know, let's do... yeah, let's do Dairy Plant first. Because I have 2 relics I can get here. And they're both in the same general direction. Yeah, we can try working on Cross. We just need Clover. Jahara was just so friggin' good. Just all the projectiles all over the place. But getting Duplicator as an upgrade also just makes it so every character has at least... They're at least Gennaro at their base level. So once I get the yellow sign, this is also a level where I'm going to be coming back to get the werewolf, which is actually my favorite character, just because of the wackiness that comes with it. Now this is like straight up just a stolen asset from Castlevania, but that's okay. But that is just the bone towers. I could get garlic. If I do Pomerola. Yeah, alright. So I need a bracer, I need a clover. I'm gonna keep that there for now. Be a waste to use it now. As I mentioned before, the music in this game is just an absolute banger. Alright, let's see. Knife would be good, cross would also be good. Either one. Or, that's fine. It's HP regen, why not? I'll probably go until, yeah, you know what, after this run I think we'll be done. For the day. This has been quite a long stream. Yeah, sorry for starting it late. Again, daylight savings time kind of messed me up. Yeah, I think we learned a lot about each other, a lot about vampires, a lot about zombies and ghosts, a lot about creativity, about the entertainment industry. I don't have candelabra yet. I'd kind of like to avoid getting weapons that can't be upgraded at the moment. Yeah, we learned... Oop, it's right there. And there it is. Permanent labels, map, and pause menu. Yes! So the map is not only good for the reason of seeing where the relics are, you can see where every drop on the board is. There's also a question mark over there. Let's try and... Okay, so... Let's try and see what that question mark is, actually. It'll show you where there's chests, where there... It makes it way easier to, in big levels like this, to see exactly where... For example, there's a whole bunch of attract orbs over there. So whenever, after going around and killing a whole bunch of shit, we can actually go back there and grab one of those to just get tons of levels. It's way over here. These are big guys, but I believe they're bosses that were guarding the map, so I don't think they're going to drop chests. They're just going to be just kind of a pain in the ass right now, because I want that werewolf, who's definitely got a chest. Nah, we'll get a knife. Might as well. Alright. Ding. Now I want to see the question mark first. Oh, the candelabra's right over there! So I could have gotten an axe. What if that unlocks candle? I don't think it unlocks it. I think I still need to do something with a character or a weapon to permanently unlock it. Oh! Amazing chest ahead. God damn it, knights. After the werewolf. I'm wasting so much time. Okay, so it's on this level, just over here. Bracer, absolutely. Absolutely. Stim's dead. Okay, good. Werewolf's over here now. And the knights are not. Nice! Gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough. Gotta get the cash, gotta get the dough. I will take another knife. Oh, that's a character, I think. Alright. Yeah, okay. Oh god, this would be so much easier if I had... Thank you! I'm gonna have to, like, carefully maneuver this. Can you throw crosses to them, please? Knights, can you please stop annoying me? You are such a problem right now. Like, seriously, I can't focus fire you enough. He might... No, he's not an elite. Just gonna keep hanging around the periphery here with the crosses, and hopefully that'll... Maybe... Oh god, you take a lot of damage. I might have to go after one of the, attract orbs just to give myself a chance here. Red Tracer is armor. Red Tracer's not that great on like big open levels like this though. Duplicator, you know, screw it. I'll do Lightning Ring if I get a chance. This is kind of getting insane. Okay, cleared up the knights. Focus on getting in their chest. Yeah, I may have to go for one of the attract orbs. Just I need levels. I've got to get something going here. But admittedly, this probably is not going to be a really long run because I'm basically going to be focusing on getting some unlocks. No, because the candelabra's right over there, so I can totally grab the candelabra, and the axe will be useful for that. Garlic would also be really friggin' useful here. Let's grab the candelabra now. Oh, I forgot they could do that. Oh, perfect. So I gotta kill these guys, I think, first, before that coffin opens. Bible is very useful. Yeah, okay, let's do Bible. Bible's gonna help deal with the knights over there. It's down one level. Okay, that's a chest. If I ever done seen one. Alright, it's only one. Alright, another axe. One day all money will be axes, and you and I will be rich. Shoot, I don't really want any of these. If I get the whip, Hollow Heart will be useful, and I always like having the whip. Where are you, candelabra? It's gotta be down below this thing. Yeah. It'll be right up here. Oh, and food. I will take food. Some candelabra. Get. Oh, hi. I thought they were going to do the back and forth thing. But yeah, we can unlock the character. Oh, maybe I should go for the guarantee of the, because I know I can always just snag the other relic in case I die before I can actually unlock the character. I'm confident I'm fine. You know what, I will, though. And then I'll focus on getting the character. Your first time ending the level, you're basically just trying to get all the stuff that is unlockable. Then you can worry about the other crap later. Yeah, I think... Is this the Grimoire, maybe? The, or the, like Bestiary? Maybe? We're getting there. It's gonna be, I think, probably... Next one down? Next one down. You know, when I think Castlevania, I think, yeah, like Haunted Forest, I think, like, library, Haunted Library, you know, towers, the Clock Tower, and the Dairy Plant. Most of all, the Dairy Plant. Are these just big vats of milk? I just sort of realized that. I don't think I've ever thought about what these, like, what the area itself is like. It's supposed to be. Also, you know, you will notice there are a lot of Minotaur enemies that show up because, you know, Dairy Plant. Thank you. I'll take it. One moment, chat. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. We are back. Had to grab something and grab a soda. I mean, luck's not really gonna do that much for me. Base speed of weapons. Give me axe. I need whip, and I need garlic. So you might as well. I'm not gonna. If this run is actually gonna be successful, which I'm not entirely sure it is. Although we're not doing bad. It's just I wasted a lot of time early on, not really getting a whole lot of upgrades. Therein lies the problem. There's the book. Oh god, more knights. Permanently allows access to listed feed enemies. Yep, okay, that's what I thought. Alright. Yeah, let's focus on getting the character. That'll be max upgrade. There's a boss over there too, but you know what? Actually, how close am I? If I go straight up, I can get an attract orb, get a bunch of levels, which could be huge. Then I can work on the character unlock. I think I know which character it is. I think maybe one of the demon-looking people. Could be completely wrong. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, these are like bats, but worse. You know what? Screw this. Just focusing on getting the attract orb. That's going to give me a ton of levels, hopefully. Nice, it's like right here. There it is. Oh. I don't have the crown, so no. Okay, shit. I can't reroll. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, now let's just go. I can evolve that, so that's fine. Yeah, might as well. Axe, yes. Axe evolution is huge. Knife, yes. I was right about the fucking... Like I said, waiting for the attract orb was definitely the right decision. I don't think... Then again, I was about to say, I don't think I'm gonna get enough crosses to evolve it, but no, never mind. And now all of a sudden, with all these upgrades, now things are looking way better. Now I can start really just walking through mobs again. Yeah, okay, come on. Another knife. Good. What am I at? Am I at, 6. Nice. That is a boss-ass bone tower. I would have liked garlic. Would have really have loved garlic. What are you gonna do? Because garlic would have also helped block the projectiles. Bracer! Okay. Yeah, it's just over there. when you're not like hyper focused on trying to get the unlocks, you can kind of. Like, the reason why I don't think I'm gonna survive this run is because I've been focusing so much on trying to get to specific spots that I haven't been sitting in one spot farming XP. But the attract orbs help, and having static attract orbs on the map that will always be there every time helps tremendously, but still. I'm also not going to be able to upgrade the Bible, I just realized. Yeah, this run is not going to go well, because already there's certain things I've already locked myself out of. But, again, this is more about unlocking crap. Yeah, go. Ow, I had a knife there, I didn't choose the knife, damn it. I would have been one away. Alright, so I think it's on this level, so it should be right over here. Yep, alright. So I'm just going to try to focus on clearing out as many of these guys as I can. We have to. So now I might actually level quite a bit because I'm just going to be focusing on this one area. I really actually gotta maybe move a little bit. Nah, focus on cleaving back there. The mine carts. I don't know why there's mine carts in a dairy mill, but stick with it. Stick with it. It's fine. Don't ask questions. But those help clear out enemies quite a bit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna let Bibles do their work. Don't get trapped, though. Don't touch the sides. And don't whiz on the electric fence. Yeah, of course, obviously. Let's go backs. The other thing, too, that you realize playing this game, anytime you upgrade a weapon, it immediately comes off cooldown. There could even be the weapon already in the air from the previous time you threw it. If you get the upgrade, it immediately throws another set. So you can kind of stack things like that if you're lucky. Something here, like, you can't really plan for it, but it's just anytime you upgrade a weapon, you're immediately going to fire that weapon. So that's something to think about as well. Or just run around like a turkey or a chicken with your head cut off. Oh, I said turkey. It's not the phrase at all. Actually, running around back and forth and just respawning the minecarts is actually not a bad idea. Because that clears out everything. Really need health too. Okay, no, I'm gonna let everyone kind of crowd up over here. There you go. That's some good stuff. Ah, I don't think I'm gonna get any more of these guys. They're not really close enough. Jesus, this golem. Oh no! Damn it. Alright, well, you know what? We still got 2 of the unlocks. Now we can just focus on getting that character specifically. Let's do some power-ups before we go. Cooldown or speed? Speed's useful, but cooldown's more useful. And yeah, you can refund all your power-ups and get, and respec. I mean, eventually you'll have everything maxed out anyway. Although I mean, unless you want to do difficult runs, I don't know why you would do Curse, but I don't think you get any better rewards for it, as far as I know. There we go. So right now, Candelabra, I need to get Santa Water to level 4. Okay, so I just need to get level 4 Holy Water and I get the Candelabra. Okay, easy. Pentagram level 7. 5,000 points. Oh, that's going to be fairly easy. So you can see there's a lot to unlock in this game. Find 20 Orlogians. Hyper with... Oh, yeah. All right, so I think that's pretty good for our first run of Vampire Survivors. In this, the first installment of the roguelike Switch-Stravaganza. Um, Tomorrow I'll probably be doing, yeah, Street Fighter 6 story mode, maybe getting some Dark Tide depending on how things go. But and then yeah, every day 12:30 p.m. to around 5 p.m. I think is gonna be my just regular streaming schedule. And definitely look forward to Mario RPG Remake. Um, and then I'm planning eventually to do the Final Fantasy XIV full MSQ run from a level 1 character all the way up. But again, thanks everybody for being here. It was a lot of fun. And again, we talked a lot about things today. Um, Next Switch-Stravaganza, I don't know which one I'm going to do. I might go back to a classic, maybe do some Binding of Isaac or Gungeon, or one of the other ones I have. We'll see. But once again, thank everybody for being here. I will see you next time. Later, guys.